Excellent. Thank you very much.
Hey, what's happening? This is Travis Best. I'm here at my clinic that I just put forth. It's been a long weekend. We had the golf tournament. We had the party last night. And you know what we do when we party, so it was kind of tough getting up this morning. But we got the kids in the gym. We got them in here. It's a beautiful day on a Saturday. They need to be proud of themselves for being here, spending time with me. We just tried to teach them a little bit about themselves, about their core, which is a very important process in basketball, is balance and having strength in your core. And so we taught them some calisthenics, some dribbling drills. We did some shooting, some full court work. And I just spoke to the kids. I just tried to speak to them from the heart. I didn't have a script. I just wanted to let them know that, you know, they need to live and respect each other and not be afraid to ask for help, because we all need to lean on each other. And that's what this is about, is just being here with the kids, being here for them, giving them some direction and letting them know that there's somebody here that cares. So it's been a great day. We had a lot of kids that came out. I wasn't even really expecting all of these kids to come out here, but I had to think of something to you know, put them to the test, and I hope they enjoyed it, man. I had a lot of fun here with them, and hopefully we'll get some more time out here with the kids in the future.
So tell me, what were some of the drills that we did today? What did they go over?
We did some dribbling drills. We had them weaving through the cones, and then I had them going one-on-one against me. I had them doing some back-to-the-basket drills here with my old teammate from Central, Desi Jackson, who came out to help. Much love to Desi. Needed them. There's a lot of kids out here. I couldn't do it all by myself. I had about 5 or 6. Actually, as the whole clinic kept going on, more and more guys were showing up helping. So it really helped. We had a ladder where we worked some footwork. Tried to make them do some things light on their feet, high knees. I wanted some explosiveness, but you know, agility drills. And I had them just, you know, work. I want them to kind of understand what they're doing physically, what they're capable of doing physically. Some of these movements they probably never did. I had them doing some core work. So, you know, they'll walk away from here feeling stronger and hopefully better about their basketball game.
Now, basketball is important, but tell the kids or the audience, how important is education regarding basketball and just in life in general?
Well, I mean, that's another thing that I touched on, is just prioritizing. I mean, obviously, you know, priorities mean taking the most important things, putting them first, making sure you take care of that, and then going on and, you know, knocking everything else down one by one. What means the most to you or in your life? Obviously, education is definitely important. You know, there are people that have accomplished great things without going to college. So if you don't go to college, there are other ways to be, you know, important citizens in the world. But obviously, education is very important, as well as travel, learning that way, learning about other cultures. We have that here in Springfield. We have a Puerto Rican community. We have Spanish, now Russian. We didn't have a Russian community when I first grew up here. There's so much to learn from here if we just open ourselves up and open our eyes and not be afraid to interact. So, you know, hopefully they learned something today, and I think we accomplished something good here.
Just a couple more questions, Tyler, and then you got to go. To me, you're the best basketball player I've ever seen play in kids. What to you is the most important thing about basketball? What will get you to the next level?
We'll get you to the next level, in my opinion, is just putting the work in. You know, a lot of people saw me play at Central and they just saw my performances there, but you know, I spent countless hours in the gym. You know, something that a lot of people don't know is when I was younger, when I first started going to basketball camp, my birthday is in the summer, July 12th. I would say since I was maybe 8, 9 years old, I never spent a birthday with my family. I was always gone during the summer, all summer, playing basketball, different camps, different tournaments. So, you know, that's something people don't know, but it's a sacrifice, and it's something that you have to do. You got to put the work in, and you got to want it. Nothing's going to be handed to you. You're going to have to go through some pain to get where you need to go. There's always peaks and valleys, but you got to stay on an even keel always in life, as well as when you're trying to make it to your goals. So, you know, I would just say, put your time in, understand yourself, and, you know, have a lot of confidence in yourself, and don't be afraid.
Last question, Trav. I was on the court the day you dropped 81 points against Putnam. Can you just tell us a little bit about the game? I just want you to know that Tavis Smiley got kicked off that game. That's why you dropped 80. That's why.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what happened.
Absolutely not. You got a clinic. You got a clinic.
He's trying to sugarcoat it. It's okay.
You don't care about Taboo. Smiley couldn't save you guys. You had the mind. You had Scooter. You had Cisco. You got the business. Gage, you got the business.
Yeah, I don't think it mattered that
night. It
night.
didn't matter, baby. This is old.
I work in a public school.
Appreciate that, Des.
Yeah, too. I work in a public school department. I give you big props for that game and just in general what you did for the city of Springfield and basketball. Is there anything about that game particularly to remember, or is it just, how did that, in your career of basketball?
It's been a lot of great performances, I feel. I mean,
what's the best one? What's one of the best Travis best? I seen Jordan. You played good. That was one of mine.
I think I played well in the finals a couple games, and that's the highest high. I mean, where the most pressure is, and to be called upon in the finals, you're playing against the Lakers. It was a very intimidating environment. I mean, you're in LA. You're in LA.
Yeah.
You're in LA. All the stars are watching, and the one thing that you don't know is like when you come into LA. The first 2 games were in LA. So when you come in for practice, there's media from all over the world. It can be very intimidating. You have to be able to speak in front of the camera. You have to be able to express yourself within the confines of the team. You have to understand your role and what you're going to bring and have confidence about it because it breathes through your team. So, you have to come in, represent, and just know that what you're up against is a monster. I mean, we're talking about a young Kobe and Shaq at his best. Probably the biggest player next to Chamberlain to play in the NBA. And thank God he was a gentle giant because he could have really hurt some people out there. That's how big he is. But, I love Shaq to death. He's a consummate professional. But, getting back to it, it was just a great experience to play in front of that crowd, in front of millions, when you're the only 2 NBA teams playing in the entire world and everybody's watching around the world. Shortly thereafter, even before that in '98, when we played Chicago in the play, we took Chicago to Game 7. Myself and Terrell Brandon went over and did a thing for Nike. We did a clinic over in Malaysia and Taiwan. And you may not believe this, and I didn't believe it, but my sister can vouch for me, my sister Deborah. I took her with me. When we were doing clinics, the people over there were calling me the Jordan Killer. Now, I'm not tooting my own horn, but what I mean is when I'm on the other side of the world. It took me 27 hours to get over there. And for those people to have seen and then acknowledge what they saw, and I'm not saying I did work against Mike, they won, it's not about that, but the impact that it all has for people around the world to know you and to refer to you that way. How they labeled it didn't matter. It's just to refer to you, it meant they were watching. And so it just sends a message that you have to represent yourself in the right way because a lot of people watch it. Outside of that, performances, I would say, 81. Really what was my favorite?
What's that? Yeah.
In the state championship. Okay.
In Worcester, where?
In Worcester. Okay. We're playing Everett in the state championship my senior year. Desi, Edgar, Fred, Ahmad, the whole crew. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I had 4 points in the first half. A lot of people may not remember. I ended the game being the highest scorer, but that's not what I'm getting at because it was a tight game in the first half, and I think we really showed just how strong of a team we were. Everybody on the team, starting 5, Jimmy Price came in, had a great game. Everybody stepped their game up at the time of need. It really helped me to get through the first half. They were doing a boxing one. I wasn't forcing anything. I had confidence in those guys. I knew that they were going to do their thing. Desi was going to be at the back of the press, blocking shots, dunking on people, running around. Fred was going to be filling the lane. Everybody, Edgar stealing the ball, making things happen. Everybody stepped their game up, showed who they were individually, and showed just how great of a team we were. And I just have to say it that we were 16 in the nation that year. We should have been a lot higher. We had a great team. We were undefeated. We beat the Connecticut State Championship of 2 years. We beat them that year. We went 25-0. We beat a team from Garner, North Carolina, with Donna Williams, who played in North Carolina. I just, I had to relay how great of individuals we had on the team and how great of a team that was.
Listen, Trav, we only got 1 minute left. Is there anything you want to add or say before we conclude this interview?
No, I just think we're going to be, doing a lot more stuff like this. Everything, it just got to be hands-on. I live in Atlanta, and I haven't been able to really come and spend time with the kids. And I think, they just need positive influence. Their parents have to do, play their part, but, we're going to step in as well and try to, send a positive message. And, hopefully we can just do more of it in the future. And, Springfield's a great place. I've been all over the world, and I think there's something special about this place. And I just want the kids to know it, that, it doesn't matter what it looks like outside, they're in a special environment here, something about a close-knit environment. So, I want them to be proud of where they're from.
All right, Trav, thank you so very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, boss man.